Hi Towson, I'm the Towerlight's editor-in-chief Jonathan Munshaw, bringing you the new Editor's Corner, the replacement for the twice weekly wrap-up. Today I'll be talking a little bit about the government shutdown. There's a story in the shutdown in the Thursday edition, written by myself along with contributing writer Cody Boatler. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the shutdown and what the shutdown means to me. For those of you, I'm sure everybody's been keeping up with the news, but the government shutdown happened essentially because Congress has been unable to pass a budget. The two Republicans and the Democrats in the House are mainly fighting over Obamacare and whether or not it should be funded. The Republicans want to take away funding from Obamacare for the next budget, and the Democrats want to keep it. So every time the Republicans, who have the majority in the House, every time that they pass a budget, it defunds Obamacare. And therefore, the Democratic majority Senate doesn't want to pass that without Obamacare in it. So the two sides are kind of going back and forth right now, and it's really just, I mean, honestly, it's a kind of a one-sided ordeal to see who in the Senate or who in the House is going to back down first. This impacts me on a personal level because my dad is actually a government worker at the Library of Congress, and so he's currently being furloughed now because he's just sitting at home and is technically unemployed until the government can come to an agreement and get people funded again. And my dad is obviously not the only one. There's close to 800,000 government workers that can be out of a job if this shutdown continues on for much longer. Not to mention that Maryland is actually one of the more dependent states on federal funding in the United States. So Maryland can't afford for this to go on for much longer. Obviously, at like a Towson level, Towson isn't going to be affected that much, mainly just because we're a city and we don't get a lot of federal funding. However, any federal projects that we have going on campus will be put on hold until the shutdown is over. So, until then, I look forward to hearing everybody's feedback on the government shutdown article. You can feel free to comment on Facebook about it. The word on the street for Thursday's edition has some answers from students about how they think the government has handled this shutdown. And hopefully it doesn't go on much longer, but if it does, the Towerlight will be sure to update the story as soon as we can.